This is Kim Barnwell for week 4 of Communication 3000 Communication Theory. This week I'm going to discuss the agenda setting theory by Maxwell McCombs and Donald Shaw. According to Griffin 2006, McCombs and Shaw believe that the mass media has the ability to transfer the salience of items on their news agendas to the public agenda. This is the agenda setting theory. It is not a conspiracy to brainwash the public, but how the news media has the power to influence the public to believe and think about what they want us to. According to Griffin 2006, agenda setting theory was first referred to the media in 1972. Griffin 2006 states McCombs and Shaw's agenda setting theory boasted two attractive features. It reaffirmed the power of the press while still maintaining that individuals were free to choose. Media and the public agenda. Griffin 2006 states McCombs and Shaw supported their hypothesis with results from surveys they took while working together at the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. First, they measured media agenda through research at the local newspapers and broadcast sources for residents of the Chapel Hill area and what they relied upon. They also measured the public agenda from surveying local voters. The results supported that the media's agenda is the voters' agenda. So, who sets the agenda? Griffin 2006 says that 75% of news stories that come across the news desk are never reported or printed. Who approves what stories are shown to the public? What if there are relevant stories that we need to see, but we will never see them? So who are these people? Griffin 2006 calls these news editors the guardians or gatekeepers of political dialogue. Nothing gets put on the political agenda without the concurrence of 8 people. Griffin 2006 tells us that these are the operation chiefs of the Associated Press, the New York Times, the Washington Post, Time, Newsweek, ABC, NBC, and CBS. So what's to say these operation chiefs and news affiliates don't have a special interest in certain stories that will never be aired? This is something that we as the public will never know. If we see an article published in Time magazine, for example, every news outlet across the country will be featuring the same story. These 8 media outlets are the monopolies for this industry. For instance, if the Wall Street Journal publishes an article on fraud and embezzlement found at Goldman Sachs, it could be seen in every news outlet across the country. However, if these 8 affiliates agree not to publish a story, the general public will most likely never know about it. So who is most affected by the media? Not everyone can be brainwashed by the media. Some outside thinkers will establish their own political views and beliefs outside of the media's agenda. Typically, if they are educated on current events and politics, then they will most likely not believe what is fed to them through these media outlets. Griffin 2006 states in follow-up studies McCombs and Shaw turned to the uses and gratifications approach, which suggests that viewers are selective in the kinds of TV programs they watch. And research suggests that people who are affected by the media are those who allow the media to tell them what to think. Basically, they are uncertain of current policy and events and let the media shape their beliefs and views. For example, if the media is putting a high importance on the health benefits of eating a paleo diet because it could cure heart disease and lower blood pressure, those who are not in tune with their own nutritional needs and body will start to believe that a paleo diet is the answer and the best way to cure heart disease and blood pressure. Griffin 2006 states that media aren't very successful in telling us what to think, but they are stunningly successful in telling us what to think about. The media makes certain issues more important, thus seeing the so-called important issue more often leads us to believe that they are actually more important. and this can be referred to as framing. I hope this is a good explanation for the agenda setting theory by Maxwell McCombs and Donald Shaw. Again, this is Kim Barnwell for week 4 of Communication 3000.